Alright, YouTube, welcome back to Flicks and Ice Cream with America Dan! That's me, as if you didn't know, loyal subscribers. Today we're talking about the first and only pilot episode of Drake and Josh, which as far as I'm concerned is everybody's favorite TV show. Let me set the scene. Oh, also, today's ice cream is called Tapioca. I've never tried it before. Let me set the scene. So Drake is a cool, suave, guitar-playing, homework, you know, that kind of guy, like the kind of guy in high school you go like, whoa, that guy reminds me of Drake from Drake and Josh. That's Drake from Drake and Josh. And Josh, he's a portly gentleman. Don't worry, he loses it by the end of the series. He's a portly gentleman, and he's like, oh, I need to do my homework. Oh, I need to write my column for the newspaper. You know, he's the kind of guy that we were all rooting for Drake to beat up when, you know, back when we were in high school. The premise is set up so there's two people, like, imagine two different people, boom, you got the Drakes, the Joshes. Like, my dad always says the two kind of people in the world, there's Drakes and Joshes, so those are the two that you have established. And what happens in the pilot episode is those two people are unrelated. Their parents, this is the family tree, their parents are dating. And so they're aware of each other and that they go to the same school, but like there's no real familial obligation between the two of them. But then a bomb gets dropped. So early on in the episode, the mom and the dad call them in. And you know, they start as the mom and the dad, but then they become the mom and the stepmom and the dad and the stepdad because they're getting married. So Drake and Josh, these two very different people, which we've established right off the bat they use this brilliant paralleling method to show them that they're the same but different, you know? And so they have like, Drake will say like, oh, I love girls, and Josh will say, I love homework, and you know, it's just stuff like that. It's like really shows us the degree to which they put in the thought and like the beautiful parallel. It's a lot of people say TV shows aren't art, but Drake and Josh makes an argument to the contrary. So anyway, in the plot, they become stepbrothers, Drake and Josh, and there's the classic line. Even if you've never seen the show, you know, hug me, brother. You know, that's from this. If you're ever wondering, like, where did that come from? And people say it all the time. That's from the pilot episode of Drake and Josh. Isn't that crazy? It's one of those, like, I don't know. I'm really into, you know, like words, so I like to know like the origin, the epistemology of words. Anyway, Drake and Josh, they get into a fight. They get into all these different shenanigans. One's blaming the other. One's, oh, I'm poetic. Oh, I'm a crossdresser. Oh, you don't need to give a crossdresser to give good advice. There's a lot of lessons in there. But I feel like since it was a pilot, they had to jam-pack all these different morals to show the Nickelodeon executives that this was like good for the kids. And they really didn't focus. There's a romantic aspect between the two parents. They show them making out on the couch for a little while, but they don't focus on that. Like, there's the real human emotion that I say that because, like, I made Drake and Josh, which I wish I could have, but I didn't, you know. Anyway, not enough making out between the parents. True love they don't talk about true love any, but I'm sure they'll get to it in the series. So my final review of Drake and Josh, 4 out of 5 stars. Rate and subscribe.